Guys, we've done it. Reactors are being hacking ratioed on Twitter. React content is destroyed once and for all. Okay, obviously that's not true, but I can't lie. It has been nice seeing a bigger, broader backlash again against React content. Little baby steps, get more people questioning the practice.
What? Wow.
And it's been coming at from multiple angles. So there's been this image that's been going around and people rightfully are like, what the hell, this is messed up. Someone like Let Me Know creates a super high effort video and there are guys who rebroadcast it within a couple of hours. But before this, Jax Films has been complaining about a sniper wolf, essentially being like, yo, why is she allowed to be a library for other people's TikToks without adding anything transformative or substantial? I think all the YouTubers, people who've been on the platform for a long time, like Jack, those less in the streaming space, tend to have way more negative views of React content. And these people care more about the platform. That's why they're still around. Plus, we already went through this in like 2016, 2017, you know? Whereas like the new generation of like post-pandemic watchers and kids, they don't have all that. But anyway, looking at this drama, I refuse to believe someone like XQC is arguing in good faith. He's not a smart man, but he absolutely understands, like every successful streamer, that content creation is largely a competition. Every streamer panics just thinking about taking time off because they know that every second they aren't pumping content, they're losing out. They may as well not exist for that time.
I remember Tyler1 made a quick statement on stream after a short time off where he's like, man, I lost 15,000 subscribers. And this is just something that happens if you're not there every single night basically on streaming. Since the online audience is always frothing at the mouth for content, they'll find other streamers elsewhere to fill that void because it's such a competitive space.
So being able to stay live and rebroadcast other people's high quality content without doing any work and retaining a lot of viewers is a cheat code. You're taking from people when the bulk of your content is not even your content. It is straight theft. People who claim like, oh, I was just there for the streamer anyway, I wouldn't have watched any other content anyway. It's nonsense. Like if Destiny, for example, instead of watching a video to entertain his chat while he plays a boring game or does emails, if he didn't play that video in the background, he would lose viewers in that time because watching him play games is like watching paint dry. He usually retains like 2,000 to 3,000 more live viewers just by having a video playing that he doesn't interact with whatsoever. That money he's earning is unethical. I'm sorry, there's no argument against it. You shouldn't get to have thousands of extra viewers and watch hours just rebroadcasting other people's stuff. How do you get to climb the ladder, the social media ladder, by doing that shit? Because remember, every step you take on that ladder is an expense of another person's steps. Again, it's a very competitive space. And these people at the top, what they're actually doing is just kicking the ladder down. They get to infinitely stay at the top because they get to mix in high quality, varied content that's not theirs, as opposed to, you know, actually doing work, making stuff. And the thing is, a lot of these guys have dream jobs anyway. They just get to like sit and play games, but at least that needs some effort. Now I see people complaining that, you know, it's up to YouTube at the end of the day. You know, if they added a way to easily copyright claim reactors so that the original creator gets the bulk or maybe even all of the ad revenue, that would help a lot. And it would help a lot, but I don't know if that would solve the problem completely because you're still losing out on impressions to the reactor and the algorithm. Plus, if they're doing it off platform, even though it's not as bad, I do think it's still an issue. And also, I'm afraid of that system getting too crazy. I'm going on the other boat now where content like mine, where I use clips as part of a broader commentary, start getting claimed out the wazoo. Like, I don't want that happening. You know, not just because it'll affect me. Even if I don't have a YouTube channel, that would make like actual criticism and commentary and reviews and stuff much harder. And people could be really vindictive with that tool. I feel like we need something more comprehensive. Maybe when you're doing reacts, you press like a button like, oh, I'm reacting to this YouTube video. And essentially your stream or your video becomes an embed for theirs in every way, you know, so algorithmically and monetarily, it counts as a view for the original video. Maybe that would help because at that point, I don't think many people would still do react content because it no longer benefits them nearly as much. So all these people claiming like, oh, I just want to share this videos with my audience and, you know, have a nice chill experience with my chat. You know, I'm not doing this to steal. I'm not doing this for my own gain. And also I give exposure to these people. I think most of them will drop like flies because, you know, even though all their other claims are being satisfied, this is like sharing an experience with their chat. They are giving exposure to this person. If it's no longer monetarily viable, like for that time period that they're reacting, they don't get any of the money. And then also on their upload, they don't get any of the money. And they're actually algorithmically also completely favoring the other person instead of themselves. Then 99% of these people would no longer do this shit. But I think that would be a cool system. Maybe it's something that could happen like in 5-10 years. Or I don't know. Who knows what the future will bring. Maybe there'll be laws put in place that make things more stringent or more lax. It could go the other way in terms of using other people's content. What I do know is that I don't think this is tenable. Within the next like 5-10 years, something has to change, surely. Alright, hopefully main channel video should be out in another few days. Got a big juicy one coming, possibly controversial. See ya.